Hey folks, and welcome back here to Gatekeeper Media as we bring you the conclusion of the 2022 Des Moines Challenge out at Pickard Park in Iowa. We are following our chase card and we have arrived at the back nine. We appreciate you all for tuning in with a special thank you to our Patreon supporters who help make this coverage possible. Once again, I am Dustin Mouret, and joining me in the commentary booth, or the virtual one I guess that is Nathan Queen. How's it going, sir?
Well, and for the third day in a row, we've seen this front nine provide lots of different colors on our scorecards here. Kevin Jones coming out pretty hot after that bogey to start, able to get to 5 down on the round.
Yeah, we've had some interesting new faces kind of emerge. Robert Burridge actually in the lead at this point. Evan Smith in a tie for fourth with Joel Freeman, with Kevin Jones, our man, actually battling his way into third position now at the hot front nine.
Yeah, and moving into a pretty birdieable hole here. Hole 10, 846 feet. You need about 400 feet to get into, or really you only need about 375 to get into a good position to throw a hyzer around before you have most likely a little chip forehand into this green. Last year we did see some eagle plays with players going big. The OB is a bit tighter up around the green this year, however, so far we haven't seen anybody go for that. But Kevin Jones way up to the top of the hill.
He very well might be in a position to think of going for it. I think the other big thing besides the OB being tighter that's factored into why really you haven't seen any attempts is just the weather hasn't been conducive for it.
Yeah, definitely.
McBeth also finds a good lie.
Yeah, way up there. Both of those drives farther than we've seen so far, I think.
Looks like a little tail right to left that's kind of helping these discs push up there. And Ford also finds a good spot.
Jake, tons of power, plus he's not having a great round. I expect he's going to try to go huge.
Yeah, that is a pump.
That is massive. Keeping a lower line to get some more distance on it. He's all the way to the top of this hill.
That throw kind of snuck up on me. I thought he was still kind of like warming up or something. He had a couple of discs in his hand, but he just let that one go, laying up for the birdie.
Oh, might be looking up here.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is.
And here it is, our first eagle attempt.
Oh, no.
Comes down inbounds, but then gets the dirty roll out.
Jones looks like he was going for it too, but just it didn't seem like he really got over on that forehand. Inbounds, though.
A green flag.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see that.
Oh, and Hebenheimer going to go that same straight for it. We haven't seen this yet.
It's a great throw. Just needs to sit down.
Oh, my goodness. Going with the Jennifer Allen right there. Sweet. What an incredible shot off of the tee to get so far up the hill and in position from him and Kevin that they could throw a forehand into this green.
Yeah, Hebenheimer's drive might be the best I've seen on hole 10, honestly. Just how close he got.
And still able to give it the eagle bid from down there. Paul still has a birdie chance even after going OB.
Just hits that left side. Ford grabbing the birdie. And here's Hebenheimer for eagle. Yes, sir.
Gets it. We get to see our first eagle of the weekend here on our cards. On hole 10, there were 4 eagles on this hole today. Albert Tam, Tristan Tanner, and Zach Arlinghouse also able to get the 3. Kevin Jones with 4 in a row now.
Yeah, he's certainly on fire, fighting for that podium spot.
Getting to hole 11. Difficult par 4 where placement is key off of the tee. If you can get to this spot about right here, you're going to have the best opportunity to hit this pretty tight gap, which leads to this very sloped green as well. So placement off of the tee paramount so that you can control the angle that you land on your second shot. If you are even able to make it through that gap, as we've seen a lot of people get caught up in that second gap.
Yeah, it's a tough 2-shot hole, man. I mean, even if you get great tee placement, sometimes getting through that gap is still just really tough, depending on
a good thing to mess with. That looks...
how the height really, I feel like, has been the big thing for players.
Jake getting a bit sneaky down through there, gonna get down to the bottom. KJ going with that big high spike hyzer.
Oh, he hit the short tee. What the heck? Dude.
Incredible shot. Could have been some unfortunate ground play there.
It's a good lie there from Mason Ford. We are going to see McBeth now take the tee. Also looking for a higher line here.
Yeah, he's been going with that high line, but inside. Really trying to push farther down from the left.
Seems like he landed in a similar area to Kevin Jones from the way they were pointing.
Let's go, baby!
What a shot from Jake. Oh, my.
Get rolling.
Brutal roll away after an incredible shot to land up inside circle 1. Just a brutal roll to outside circle 2 probably now.
Yeah, you can see this guy gets skinnier the higher that you go with your flight, but he kind of had to from how far back he was. This Ford will get a good roll.
Yeah, it doesn't go too far there.
Great shot, Kevin.
I mean, that's a pretty good scramble considering where Jones was.
Definitely so. Probably about the best that he could work with there. Paul's got a little bit more room.
Jones just pitching up for the par. This is Jake with a very long birdie bid.
Gave it the good height. Just faded out early. Difficult to get enough power on it when you're that far away. Plus this is quite uphill where they're at. You see how bent Paul's front knee is there before that putt. But jams it. Gets himself back to 3 down.
Yeah, good work scrambling there from the wood line. Ford played the hole very well. Get his birdie. Again, his best finish on tour coming into this was 10th at the Beaver State Fling, and I think 11th at an Elite Series event. So if he's able to keep up the pace, this will be his best finish at an Elite Series event or higher for this season.
Playing well so far. 5 down through the round, just 1 stroke behind Kevin. Into hole 12, our double Mando hole on the day, 255-foot par 3 down the hill. Keep your nose angle just high enough to carry these rocks to get yourself inside the circle. Otherwise, you're going to have that circle 2 look. If If you miss the Mando, or if you go in the OB that's off to the right or down at this creek at the bottom, then you go to the drop zone, which is pretty much guaranteed for.
What a kick! Oh my, did you see that?
Yeah, that's some good living right there. Some of that, some of that tree love from down there in Dallas.
Oh, getting caught up on the rocks is McBeth, but it lays down. That's nice to him.
AJ opting for the forehand here, getting a bit off to the left side. Going to be in that circle 2 range for his birdie look.
Oh, this is swinging too early for Jake. And that's OB Creek.
And that should lead him to this drop zone here. Pretty much 4 at best from here. Just carries it over top of those rocks. Still left himself a bit of a tester putt, but nothing too bad for bogey.
Jones will jump one in there. Continues to put together around here. 7 under through 12.
Take a look at that rewind and just jams it in there. As you were calling him earlier, Jump Putt Jones is here to show out today.
Does have quite a few monikers out there in the disc golf world. Ford just narrowly misses there. And man, McBeth has just had some struggles on the putting green here lately.
That's pretty uncharacteristic. Missing low like that. We've seen him miss high already this round also.
That's despite the eagle earlier. Hebenheimer takes a bogey here, keeps him at over for the round.
Yeah, not quite having the round that he was looking for after fighting pretty well those first 2 rounds to get up here on chase card. Still has a little bit of time to turn it around, but
He came in solo 5th position, I believe, with the rest of these guys. I think we're tied up for 6th, but we'll see if he can shape it up after a short break.
My name's Garrett Gerthy. People may know me as Double G, and I've been making Double G craft jerky since I was 16 years old.
Whether I'm at home or on the road, Double G craft jerky is the snack that I go for.
I've actually found myself eating Double G craft jerky on my long drives to the next tournament.
We all know Double G's got a big arm, but he's also got a big heart. Every bag of Double G jerky that you buy supports children's disc golf and goes to a great cause.
You can find Double G craft jerky at doublegjerky.com.
to our second new hole of the weekend, hole 13. Pretty straight shot for this par 3, 337 feet, and then right at the end you want to get it to move a good bit off to the right. You got some OB that creeps up just long right of the pin as well, but a couple different gaps to hit. There's a high forehand off to the left side. Could also go backhand, just not quite as high. And then there's that straight line, obviously, also.
What a shot from Kevin Jones. He's on a heater, man. Man, that was such a beautiful flight. If it had just been a little higher, you feel like that's probably circle one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Had that good height looking towards that left side of the fairway, but very understable disc. Drifting to the right the whole time.
Seems like McBeth might be eyeing that same line that Kevin Jones took. Or just way higher. Okay.
Yeah, he did play the higher shot yesterday as well. And
Okay, dude.
good gracious. Absolutely pins it. Looks like Kevin might be looking to do that line next year.
Kevin is known for doing those crazy high lines. He's like one of the guys that's made the grenade very famous on tour.
Yeah, I'd say Kevin's probably the one that, excuse me, that's thrown it the most on tour.
Right. Oh, this looks nice.
This looks fantastic.
Oh! Oh, my goodness!
Off of the cage.
What?
And from a standstill forehand. Look how smooth this is.
Dude, I don't care about this. I want to see the thing bounce at the basket again. Can we get that? Oh, my God, that was insane. That would have been a way to light him back up. I wonder if he knows how close he was to doing that.
I don't know. It is a blind basket. Might have been able to hear that.
Yeah, might have heard some cheers or something, too. Wow, man. That was gnarly.
Yeah.
That's a fair reaction.
Yeah, just got to shake that one out of there. Shake it off a bit. That was a pretty good putt. Definitely could have stuck.
So we're going to see par from him and Ford. McBeth and Hebenheimer, though, looking good for birdie.
Oh, man. That would
have been one of the sickest ones ever.
Yeah, it's he's already got an eagle on the round also. Trying to get all kinds of colors on the scorecard. Yeah, he knows.
He knows now.
pointing
Yeah.
at the cage right there.
Wow, bouncing into an elevated basket would have been unreal.
So hole 14, I believe my favorite par 4 on the course, 703 feet. Gotta land in the middle, right there. That's where you want to land at. You'll have a straight look with this low ceiling down towards the pin from there. There is some OB at the bottom of that ravine you see. But yeah, just super placement shot here. You can be in the short grass and still be out of position for how you want to throw your second shot.
Nice shot.
Don't see this approach on this hole too often. Oh, dear.
And the roll just takes you out of position there. I mean, there may be some angles that he can use to get close to the pin, but much more difficult because of that 15-foot roll.
You'd probably have to do some kind of patent pending or something from there, I feel like, to attack the green. We'll see. Just kind of throw you're more used to seeing on this hole.
And a similar result.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is better, though, left or right, if you're going to miss?
Probably right. I think it's a bit more open early on if you miss right.
Right, okay.
Very nice.
That works.
But yeah, you'd rather just put it right there. That's the spot to be.
Fair enough. What about here? Do you like this?
Oh yeah, that's going to be good also. Might have to put just a little bit of turn to the right on it. Or maybe be able to do a hyzer flip shot. But I think a flat flex shot's going to be best play here. Yeah, didn't quite get that right movement. But able to get through the gap and stay in bounds at least.
Always here. Speaking of grenades.
Oh, we spoke it into existence again.
You know, I really was hoping he was going to stick it, and that would have been way cooler. But hey, that was not terrible.
Definitely not. Honestly, we're used to seeing him stick it. Usually when he goes to that grenade, he just tombstones it right next to what he's aiming at.
While this is not a grenade, it is very much the same type of flight. He does pin it.
Oh my goodness.
He looked at Kevin Jones. He said, "Oh yeah, watch this."
That's incredible. We haven't seen anybody even look at that shot. He just throws a Spikeheiser over the top of this gap.
And as we thought, Paul would probably have to go patent pinning to have a chance, and he makes magic happen. At least has a putt.
Oh, a little walk-up putt there. Maybe a little homage to world champion Paige Shue. Or Bjerkis, as some might know her.
Come on, swing.
He's hit so much metal. Okay, so we went from grenade to turbo.
Is this upside down turbo? This is upside down turbo. I've never seen it. I don't know what you call an upside down turbo.
A slow-mo? I don't know. I needed more time to come up with something. Kind of just flew off the handle there.
I was going to try to figure out how to say it backwards, but I don't want to anymore.
Orbut?
There we go.
Orbut? Orbut, yeah.
Hebenheimer with the crazy birdie. Big Spikeheiser over the top. And he's going to card the only birdie on the hole for us here. What a roller coaster of a round for him. Moving into hole 15, 589-foot par 4. Get to here and you're going to have the best opportunity to land safely on this skinny little patch of short grass that you have here. You've got OB right, and most of the players that we have seen have skipped down into that tree line on the left side.
Mm-hmm. I'd also like to take a moment to apologize for my attempts at saying turbo backwards. They were not even close. Like, not even remotely close. Hebenheimer's going to have a good drive off the tee. He'll be happy with that position for sure.
Oh, wow. That is fantastic shot. That's a good 40, 50 feet past where I said you needed to get. Maybe able to go putter or mid-range into the green, which is really going to help you control that skip off to the left.
That is a very good point. As has been, as you noted already, kind of the struggle most players have. All right, what's Kevin Jones got for us now?
Well, it looks like we're just the standard hyzer. Comes out a little early left side. I'm not sure he got that skip up and around he was looking for.
Is that too straight from forward? Oh, okay.
Just barely has enough hyzer to skip out there at the end. Beautiful. And that is a fantastic shot from where he was at. Unable to see the pin, gets a nice understable disc to stand up the entire way and not skip off to the left side.
This looks destined for that left wood line. Well, that went way in there. Oh, man, not much McBeth could do there.
Oh, no. And tried to do too much. He's now going to be in a very difficult position to get up and down as he went pretty deep into those woods on the left side. Oh, no.
He's in there too, man.
Yeah, Jake had a great opportunity there. Just didn't quite capitalize.
It's like Thummer from McBeth? Kind of more of a pitch out.
It might have been Thummer roller attempt there. Oh, was that?
Stayed in, it looked like.
Yeah.
Close, though. Everyone is going to have to pitch out from the woods, losing a stroke for that. And even McBeth, this putt is tricky. Does find it, though.
And that one for bogey. Definitely scrambling down this hole. Needed that to only drop to a tie for 12th.
This will be one of the
catching
few blemishes I'll have this round.
Yeah, I was going to say catching a bit of the mood of the rest of the card on this hole as they all kind of struggled their way along in their own aspects. Kevin misses his short putt. We haven't seen him do that much.
If disc golf is your game, make Gotta Throw your Disc Golf Warehouse. With a huge selection of discs, bags, baskets, carts, shirts, and more. GottaThrow.com has all the tools to take your game to the next level. Shop online or our Golden Valley, Minnesota store. Free shipping with all online orders over $75. Online or in-store, get what you need for the game you love. GottaThrow.com, your disc golf warehouse. In the game since 1993.
Moving into hole 16, I'll finally get to a hole where I'll say this really isn't that fun of a hole to throw. 338 foot down the hill. Kind of got a few trees you got to get around. Poke and hope is a couple words you could say. Then you've got that OB so close right behind the basket. You really see a lot of players kind of default to missing early left. And then just kind of pitch down from there.
Oh, I mean,
tap in par.
That's the only saving grace really about it. That's just like at least you can, I guess, add that slight sprinkle of optimism. And same fate. That's so rough, man. It's so hard to get your disc to slow down in time on this hole.
So downhill, that same 25 to 30 feet that you see the rest of the... Dang, and Mason's gonna skip off.
It's one of those holes where it's just like, what do you do? Because I've seen people even skip OB deep with putters. And there's nothing slower that you can do to carry the distance and settle down on the green.
Right.
You have to hope you hit something almost.
But not that early.
Yeah, I was not specific enough.
As now this turns into a layup for most people, but Paul is really kind of a first or last type of guy, so he's going to give that a run, see what he can do to make up some strokes and end up losing one now.
So we'll see the par there from Ford. We'll see pretty much the same thing from Hebenheimer and Jones.
You need different color flags down there so you can specify which player went where.
I mean, given the meter, I think that's all.
They just played from the same mini.
I mean, you might as well. They look like they pretty much did go out in the same position. We'll see 3 pars in the bogey going into hole 17. What a wild ride this round has been.
It really has. It's been a wild event, but a fun one. It's a great time out here in Des Moines. Our shortest hole on the course now, 232 foot, par 3, 17th. Throw your highs or stand-up shot up there. There also is this forehand flex play. We just haven't seen it yet this week.
I'll go in.
And catching some more metal.
He has had a roller coaster riding around, man.
Definitely so, and that's going to look to get him back to even now after that roller coaster.
Had an eagle, almost had another eagle that was also almost an ace. Man, just wild times. What a shot.
And yeah, Mason Ford with the smooth hyzer stand-up shot there. You see, he keeps very within himself, kind of moves his body in front of his arm and then pulls it through.
I mean, that's just like the most textbook backhand form there is, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Just one of the smoothest right there with Callaway and Simon.
Oh, and just barely off to the right side. The left side is better way to kick.
Whoa! That would have been special. That was what, like 90-ish feet or so? I mean, that would have been
Yeah,
crazy.
I think that was outside. I think that was outside 100.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Oh. All trying to give his a run, too. These guys know they're supposed to birdie this hole.
Ford will grab his birdie and give a little wave, and Hebenheimer will get his birdie as well here. Jones grabs the par, keeps himself near the top 5.
I think Calvin and
Bringing us into our final hole of the weekend, a great finishing hole, 1,080 feet, par 5. Get your second shot to around this area so you can try to have an easier approach into the green. But you've got OB down the entire left side, bunker trees along the way, thick woods on the right side, and it's probably 50 to, I don't know, around 50 feet uphill the entire hole.
Oh, this looks worrisome.
wow, that's the first.
Oh yeah, and he has found that OB left. Pretty tough to do off of the tee. You've got a lot of room to move it out on the right side, but just got that a bit too nose up.
Oh, come on,
Great hyzer flip to straight there from Ford.
Well, it looks to have come out of the hand a little early from KJ there. Not going to get the good distance that he needs for a birdie. Still possible, but much more difficult now.
Roller from McBeth. He's looking to get as aggressive as he possibly can.
Yeah, and that does get pretty far up there, but being off to that left side really makes you play, excuse me, down that left side over the OB instead of this hyzer route that you see Kevin attempting to take. He's going to have to work pretty hard for a par now.
Great throw from Ford, right in front of that guardian bush that can sometimes be a problem.
I think it's great. That's close.
Look how far that disc went. Unfortunately, it did go back out of bounds again. But man, that went a long way.
Yeah, that was a rip. This is also a rip.
Doing everything he can to try to get up in position for an eagle. That's as close as I think I've seen anybody in 2 shots.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well. Definitely covered a lot of ground in 2.
Nice position shot there from KJ. He's going to be in a good spot to get up and down for his par now. Try to hang on to that top 5 finish out here.
Ford gets up there, has a putt for birdie.
Gets up there inside the circle. Drifts off to that wood line on the right. Should be pretty doable. And you can see, definitely trying to give that the eagle bid. Knew out of the hand he wasn't going to have it.
Oh, Mason Ford just a little high there on the putt. We'll have to settle
And
for
that
par.
would have been to tie KJ if he could make this putt here.
And Jones will do it. Makes the par putt. That'll give him third. That's his third podium finish of the year next to the European Open and Jonesboro at an Elite Series or higher event.
Hebenheimer, after a roller coaster of a round, finishes at 1 over par. Going to stay inside that top 30. Good showing to get out here on some coverage cards. Sure he'll be looking to clean up and be a bit more consistent on that finish for the next event, which happens to be Worlds coming up here shortly.
Yeah, and this is Mason Ford tying for 7th. That'll be his best finish so far this year at an Elite Series or higher event. Even Silver Series included in that. I think he was 10th at Beaver State Fling, 11th at one of the Elite Series. So yeah, big finish for Mason Ford as he gets up there. And take a look at the final leaderboard. And all I'm going to say is just go watch the lead card final round. I won't tell you how it ends, but let's just say it's a good time. Definitely go take a tune in, as we are going to wrap things up here at Gatekeeper for our chase card coverage and our overall coverage for DMC. Have a little bit of a break before Worlds for you, but we appreciate you all for tuning in. We hope that you'll follow, subscribe, so you can catch our feature and chase card coverage for Worlds as well as the rest of the Disc Golf Pro Tour this year. Once again, I am Dustin Mouret, and with me was Nathan Queen, and we'll see you next time.